Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for being here. So, I heard earlier on that there were no sound. Hopefully, we're getting some sound now. So, I think I kind of knew what happened there, but that has been taken care of, so we should be fine right now. But Christy can come back on and tell me um, if the sound is good. All right. So let's go, folks. Here we go. Okay, all good now. Nice. Good. Here we go now. So good now. All right then, folks. We're talking about the fitness journey and reprogramming the subconscious mind. So, why do I do these things every single day? What am I trying to accomplish here? The outcome, self-respect. That's one, because you need to learn how to respect yourself. Self-discipline, you need to learn how to discipline yourself. And ultimately, self-discipline leads to self-respect. And also, prevent myself from falling into a low state where I start becoming angry and bitter and hateful, and the old trauma start to rear its ugly head, and I start to think of all the people in the world who has done me wrong. I do not want to find myself in a state like that, permanent. Are those things gonna pop up sometimes? Sure. Are there certain people who, till this day, I look at them and be like, dude, the way how you did me was freaking dirty. You know that, right? Those things are gonna come up. But for the most part, permanently, every single day, I find myself in that state where I'm hating somebody because of how they make me feel long time ago. No, that is not good. We don't want to do that. This is the reason why we have to practice every single day. We're gonna get good at staying in a higher vibration. Am I saying you're gonna be in the highest vibration ever? Are you gonna be in the highest frequency ever? Probably not. Right? Not at all. Right? So I am not saying I am going to be in the highest vibration every single day, the highest frequency every single day. Perhaps not. But for the most part, I would be in a high enough vibration where, right? So I need to be in a high enough vibration where I don't invite a whole bunch of chaos and drama into my life. The things that I do on a daily basis keeps me out of unnecessary drama, unnecessary trouble, unnecessary problems, right? This is why I said I have a system down, a system that actually works for me. And I believe if you give it a good try, it might work for you too. Right? Is it gonna solve every single thing? Maybe not. Is it gonna solve is it gonna fix your bank account? Probably not right now. In the long run, it will lead to that. That's just my belief. That's because after what I'm doing every single day, I realize that at some point people are gonna ask for help, and then we need to help them. Terrifier! Terrifier, what's going on, man? You come back again? Bamba! What's up? Exactly, Christy. Put in the work every single day. Right. So now, I recommend So I recommend. I like you too, Terrifier. You sound like a nice person. Guy is funny, man. Yeah. So I'm saying is the system that I came up with works for me, right? And so here is what we are gonna do now. Every single day now. Yeah, you can take some days off here and there, but I don't believe in too many days off because it's because I'm such a disciplined routine person. Anytime I missed the slightest thing in my routine, I notice it take me a couple of days to recover. So I am terrified of that, right? I do not want to miss too many days. So that's the reason why I am so consistent in my on my fitness journey. Some days I don't want to go out to go run and I don't want to go to go work out. Even today, I came home from work. I went back to work because they have an employee appreciation day. So I need to go eat, sit down and eat and probably talk with a few employees and so forth. I did that. Then when I came home today, I did not want to go down to the gym. But I decided to go to the gym anyways. Went to the gym, workout. I did a nice workout at the gym too. Then put on my running shoes. I look up north and I look at the mountains and it was just snowing all over the mountains. And I said, oh man, I'm gonna go run right now. It was a little cold too. I wish I bring my gloves because my hands were freezing. But it didn't matter. I run 5 miles today. Right? Remind you, I've been up since what? 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. And my body was just telling me that because it was nice and warm inside this apartment here. Believe me, I could easily crank this AC. I mean, this heater up, and freaking take a nap, dude. I could do that. That terrifies me because you see, it's comfort, and I realize that you don't grow in comfort. You just don't. You are comfortable. You're not gonna grow. Uncomfortableness, that's what makes you grow. So I get out and I decided to go get uncomfortable. I went outside, it was cold out there, head to the gym, start to work out. I missed a couple of days of like really hard working out because I wasn't, because some whatever dust is going on around. I got like a little, allergies or whatever was going on. So today I feel a lot stronger, so I lift up a lot more weights today. What I'm saying here is, it doesn't matter how you feel. When you discipline yourself to that point, where you said, I am going out there to do it despite how I feel. You need to get to that point. Discipline yourself, right? And start respecting yourself. When you give yourself a command, carry it out, right? People are watching. And I notice the respect I get now, the respect that people have for me now. I'm not saying they didn't have that respect back then. Perhaps they do. But the respect that people have for me now is on a different level now. Yep, I do things even when I don't want to. That's my motto, my affirmations. Right? Maybe, yeah, sure. So these people might have respect for me back then. Probably they do. Before I got into this personal development space, fitness and all that stuff, sure. Did people respect me? Sure. But the respect they have for me now is beyond that. It's like when they were talking about me, stuff they say. Ryan is consistent. He's a beast. He's disciplined. I'm a great friend to them and they're a great friend to me. I respect them, they respect me. They can call me and say, let's go for a 10-mile run. Let's go for a 15-mile run. Let's go for a 20-mile run. Let's go for a 30-mile run. And I would show up. Those are the people you want around you. Right? Who will show up for, to do hard stuff with you. So, today is day 553 days since I've been working out consistently and running. Running has become a huge part of my life. I did a 32-mile run here recently, like three Saturdays ago. Okay? That was on January 31st. I think we did that 32-mile run. Right? Now, so hybrid fitness is what I yeah, it's my go-to. That's what I do every single day. Hybrid fitness. I love it. I love hybrid fitness. Running plus working out. Lifting weights, push-ups, pull-ups. Okay? The next part of it now, because now I train the body. I got the body all trained up. Great. I'm in good shape. I'm loving myself. People are respecting me. And people are actually learning from me, from the examples that I set. Okay? My inspiration and so forth. Next part, now we're going to train the mind now. The mind needs to be trained. There's some good reasons for that. Train your body. If you take off your shirt and look in the mirror, you can realize that your body is trained because you work out. Right? Your mind is a whole different ball game. We can't see in your mind, but we can tell what you are working on by the way how you talk to us, by your way how you speak, your vocabulary and so forth. We can tell what you are doing. You will express that at some point, or you will tell us at some point, right? So we know. If you like gossiping and drama, spreading rumors and propagandas, talking about people, we will know, because that's what you practice. So you cannot help, because you are so you call that I forget the word I'm looking for now. Because you do this thing every single day in, day out, you practice it, you repeat it so many times, it becomes a part of you. It's like secondhand nature. Oh, have you heard about Jane and her husband and her children and Harry next door? Oh my God, they are such a mess. Blah, 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 whatever. We know. You like talking about people. We know that. When you listen to me and my friends talking, oh man, that run, jeez, yeah, I did that 5-mile run. My friend was like, yeah, I did 10 miles. And we were talking and be like, okay, when are we gonna go for another run? Okay, my friend, I did 7 miles a few days ago, but hey, Rayan, you are more consistent. You run every single day. Blah blah blah. And my boss, she would hear us and she would be like, God, you guys are addicted. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we have a problem. Yeah, we have a fitness problem, but it's fun. At least you won't hear any he say, she say from us. Right? And we won't be talking about you anytime soon. We have no desire to talk about you. All my friends who I hang around, these guys talk about go run in the mountain, run on the trails. Man, have you run this trail yet? Cool, dude, we should go back to that one trail that we run that one time. Bro, what about these ridges over here? Have you run on these ridges over here? Right? That's just how our conversation goes. When me and my other friends are talking, who are more into spirituality and personal development, all that stuff, and making money and become rich and successful, our conversation has never been about anybody. Even though me and my friend, we're like two different people, but we get along very well. He wants to go have money so he can buy lots of berries and make juice, and we go run, and he said that if he drink all these juices, he will recover faster from all these runs. Whatever. I am like, yes, I will drink the juice, the berry juice. Because he's more like the meditation, drinking goji juice type of friend I have, Wonderful guy. Me, I'm like, I want to run, I want to lift weights, I want to kill the elk and take it home and bite into a good chunk of meat. Okay? but to see how we are from different worlds, different walks of life, but we don't we don't talk about people. We just don't. I don't have that time to sit down discussing about somebody else's business. No, we're not gonna be doing that anytime soon, right? So when I said this is what we are working on now, the mind part now, you have to train. We're talking about develop healthy thoughts. Some of these thoughts can literally make you sick. Anger, resentment, bitterness, hatred can literally make you sick. Those thoughts. They kept you in such a low vibration, stresses you out. One of the easiest times for sickness to come into your life is when you are stressed out. I've been there, done that, in those low states. Every time when the most suffering that I have ever endured is when I am in those low states. Disrespect comes in during that time as well. Many times. So I noticed that there's a pattern. And I noticed something too. Today it dawned on me, looking back at my life. And I realized that I have never really been permanently so like I would be good for a while, good and happy for a while, and then I would go right back into the program. Then I go good for a little while again, back into the program. And so this has been going on for a long time. When I look back and I'm like, there was a pattern there. I believe for the most part now that has been taken care of. Maybe not all the way, but for the most part, the consistency that I developed, the self-respect the respect I have for myself now, most likely that thing is gonna be put to, that thing is cooked. It's gonna be laid to rest. I want to be permanently a decent human being. Okay? Permanently being a respectable person. Because I want to treat others with respect. I figure out how to make sure that I respect the people who I'm around. I figured that one out. Took me a while, but I figured it out. Working on the mind, because we are talking about developing healthy thoughts. Because like I said, your thoughts can make you sick. Healthy thoughts. What am I talking about here? Or I think I mentioned earlier on about unhealthy thoughts. I hate you. You are this. You are that. You people are this. You are, it's like nothing good is coming out of that person's mouth. If you, screw you, this blah blah blah. I hate you. I wish you were dead. Every time one of those people, always trying to destroy somebody else and tear down what somebody else built up. That's the mindset of those sick people with their sick thoughts, groveling thoughts. Healthy thoughts. Now, I use a variety of materials to build those healthy thoughts and maintain them. They have to be maintained. That's the thing. Here is a little prosperity affirmation. I use this too in my building my healthy thoughts. Here is a little spiritual book here too. I use those in my healthy thoughts. healthy thoughts building, power thoughts here, and also happiness affirmations, healthy thoughts. I use these things to build up my healthy thoughts. Because I want, when I'm speaking, I don't speak ill of anybody. Are there sometimes when the boys in Washington, D.C., when I'm talking about them, and I say something about those guys up there in Washington, D.C., yes, I call them criminals. Because that's what they are. I don't care where they are. If they're in Washington, D.C., if they are in the UN, I don't care. These are criminals, scumbags, and they are no good to human beings. At least to good human beings. These guys are no good to good human beings. They are good to terrible, disgusting human beast. That's what they are. That's who they are good to. They give them money, they lobby, they do all types of stuff. They give them everything they want. They can create weapons and go drop on people. I talk about those people because these are just not good people. But for the most part, I don't speak ill of any, James who works, over there on this fast food place. Garrett who probably a landscaper or something like that. No, I really don't. I have no time to talk about these people at all. So I practice healthy thoughts. It needs to be practiced. Day in, day out. When you get up, gotta do the work. You gotta keep repeating the stuff because you need to get good at it. So you can just say it out loud, blurt it out without even thinking about it. What would you like to say? I would say, okay, how about you start with yourself? How would you talk to yourself? The good thing is, if you talk to yourself a certain way, I guarantee you, you're more likely to talk about somebody else that way. How you see yourself, probably how you're gonna see other people. I'm not saying everybody because the truth is, money, status, clout, those things are real in society. Looks, don't let anybody tell you anything at all. Oh, money doesn't matter. Looks doesn't matter. Yes, it does. If you're a beautiful 19-year-old girl, you can get on some rich guy's boat in Miami. I don't care what you're going to tell me. Oh, these guys are this and they're that. That's not the point. She's good looking and she get on that boat with those millionaires. That's the point. A good looking young man, like what's his name? Cavicular, can get into places. Don't care what you're going to tell me. Whatever. Van Lillian, how are ya? Right? Looks, that's why they have beauty contests. Me and you are not on there. Anyway, Ryan, why are you saying that? I'm not saying that you are not good looking. That's not the point. The point is, looks does matter. They made a whole career. They made a whole business out of it. It does matter. Money, status, clout does matter. When me and you go to certain cities, you see anybody coming up to us for autographs and so forth? No. Because we're not honest about these things. And I say, well, it's not, it's not all, it's not all. I'm like, I'm fine. How are you? That's not the point. These things matter. But here are some other things that matter as well. You are important. I am okay. Somebody might say, "Oh, so you mean to tell me if you go up to the UN, you important person, you will be accepted? If you go up to the UN or the White House, you will be accepted into those buildings by those diplomats, diplomats and politicians." I'm not saying that. That's a different level of importance. The point is, you are still important. You are important Me, to yourself first. And you are also important to your family. You are valuable to yourself as well. And you are also valuable to your family and your friends and people who love and trust you because you are a decent human being. So we can talk to ourselves in those ways. I am important. I am valuable. I am genuine. I am kind. I am a good friend. These are things you can say about yourself. Most of us are. Most of us are good people. Are some of us, there are some scumbag human beasts? Yes. But for the most part, and even the ones who some of them are a little bit off, with the proper work, these guys can be turned around. Some of you, no. Ain't no coming back, bro. We have to lock you up in the big prisons up there. Bye-bye. We don't want to deal with you anymore. 30 years, man. Go, let's pay the taxes so you can go eat, free food up there. You are cooked. We just don't want you in society anymore. But for the most part, most of us are good people. And we can say good things about ourselves. We can also say good things about other people. Stop hanging around people who you don't like. Just get out of the relationship with that people. You don't like them, get away from them, because you're not gonna like everybody. But for the most part, on a day-to-day basis, we do get along very well with each other, right? And we can actually say nice things about somebody. Tina Marie, whatever, wonderful person. She always smiles. We can look for some good things in those people and start talk about them as well too. Talk good about ourselves and talk good about other people as well. The people who you have to talk bad about, don't even talk about them. Leave them alone. Let them be. Let them go do whatever they need to be doing with their lives. Our attention and our focus should be on the people who we think highly of, who we think are wonderful human beings. We love them, they love us. We want to be around them, they want to be around us. Right? That's just how we have to move these days. Reduce the stress. Prevent us from becoming bitter and hateful and angry. So, recap here. Make sure you get into hybrid fitness. It's my favorite, I know. Rayon, it's a little tough, it's a little hard. Do I have to run? Do I have to lift weight? No, maybe you can do yoga and mountain biking. Maybe you can go do hiking and fishing. I just think that you should do something different, something physical. That's just me. But if you want to get into hybrid fitness, hey, me and you, we can work out together, we can run together, we can become really good friends. You know what I mean? And if you are into personal development, we can even become better friends. And if you're on your journey to become successful and earn more money and so forth, we can become even way better friends. Right? But all fun and joke aside, when you combine fitness and reprogramming the subconscious mind, it changes your life. Well, Ryan, what does this have to do with the $1 million in the bank account? A whole lot. A whole lot. This will build you and prep you for those opportunities. I am from Jamaica, right? This will build you and prepare you for those opportunities. They have to come to you. When you stay in a high vibration, in a high frequency, high energy, good things has to come to you. That's just how it goes. When you are in a low vibration, like I did many, many times in the past, bad things comes to you. And then you start to cry. You be like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Yes, it happens to you, Jason, because you're in a low vibration. Jason, go down to the gym, work out. Put on your running shoes, go for a run. Get into the habit of reprogramming your subconscious mind every single day. Change your thoughts, change your life. This is part of your daily work, your due diligence. Clean your thoughts, clean your mind. These are things you have to do every single day. You have to clean up your thoughts and clean up your minds. This should be part of your daily work, daily due diligence. And also, develop and maintain a pleasing vocabulary. Part of your due diligence. You must do this work every single day in, day out. Nobody can do this work for you. You have to do this work yourself. That's why you're going to have to be self-motivated. Yep, you need a pleasing vocabulary. It's pleasing. And these are because the words that you use, they sound more kind, more loving, and more friendly. It's pleasing. Sorry, not pleasing, not pleasing. Pleasant vocabulary. Sorry about that. So you need a pleasant vocabulary. I said the word wrong. Pleasant vocabulary. It must be pleasant. Pleasant vocabulary, pleasant personality. People like you better that way. And you like them too. Yeah, it's a pleasant vocabulary. Thank you for the correction. I said it wrong. Yeah. So, those are the things that helps me daily. This is day in, day out work. I do this work every single day on myself. Keeps me in a higher vibration. Keeps me in a higher energy. Maintain my self-respect. Maintain my self-discipline. Reprogramming my subconscious mind is one of the best things I've ever done. It's one of the best piece of information I've ever learned. And I use it day in, day out. Respect yourself, be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Start telling yourself wonderful things. Wonderful things are happening to me now. Start talking to yourself. Confident, powerful, strong, brave, fierce, bold and outgoing. Start talking to yourself in that way. You are going to see how much you start to like yourself a lot more when you start to get into this work here. Work on yourself every single day. And that's how you change your life. I know some of these gurus are telling, oh, let's jump straight to the money. Most of us don't have anything to exchange for money. Could somebody cut you a check because, for whatever reason, a gift or something like that? Sure, that could happen. But for the most part, most of us don't have anything to exchange for money. And that's why I would avoid even telling people about that. About money. Work on yourself first, and then your next move should be money. Or you can do them simultaneously. Work on your business and work on yourself at the same time. That would be smart. I think that would be the ideal. But for the most part, most of us don't have a business. So, day in, day out, when you get up, do the work. Even when you don't feel like it, still do it. All right? Get in shape, stay in shape. Get fit, stay fit. Get healthy, stay healthy. When you get on this grind here, you better stay on the grind. If you are seeing results, great. Stay on the grind. If you are not seeing any results, even better, even a more better reason for you to stay on the grind. Okay? Rayan here with a new video. I'm gonna leave it here. I will catch you soon in a new video. Take care. Thank you for being here. I will talk to you soon. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. I will catch up with you folks very soon with a brand new video. Take care. Have a good night. Bye for now.